This is why I purposefully induce nightmares. Hi guys, and welcome back to yet another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about why I purposefully induce nightmares and why nightmares are actually a good thing. Nightmares are usually feared, misunderstood, and avoided at all costs, but we are going to be talking about the pros of nightmare work and how they are the most healing form of dreams, lucid or not. Usually when you have a nightmare, you probably just run away, or you feel really scared, or you feel uneasy. And we try to run away from that. We have no reason to actually go toward what's scaring us or figure out why it's there. We just assume that we're having a bad dream, we're having a nightmare for some reason, and we need to wake up or just get the hell out of there if it's a lucid dream. But we know that everything in the dream is us. Everything is an aspect of you in your dreams. So if there's a part of you that's running away from another part of you, what could that mean? And why are you fearing that part of yourself? As we've talked about many times on this channel, you can absolutely talk to your subconscious in the dream. Even in nightmares, you can actually talk directly to the nightmare. You can figure out why the nightmare's there, what the nightmare represents, how you can completely transform the nightmare. And a lot of times, as long as you're just becoming aware of the nightmare and you try to interact with it and you don't just run away, it usually dissolves on its own. That's what I've seen anyways. In Tibetan dream yoga, they say that the seeing is the doing, which means that if you just see the nightmare, you just stop and watch it and just become aware of it for what it is, that is enough to dissolve the nightmare and the trauma attached to it. Now, it doesn't always mean that there's a trauma attached to your nightmare if you're having a nightmare, but there is a good chance there's something going on in your subconscious that needs to be resolved or something that you need to pay attention to. The best thing you can do in a lucid nightmare is to not run away and don't try to wake up. Just stay where you are, stay in the nightmare, and you just become aware of the nightmare. And if you can, go up to the nightmare and just ask questions, ask what it represents, and it will actually surprise you how the nightmare interacts with you or how they speak back to you. The best thing you can do in a lucid nightmare is to not run away and don't try to wake up. Just stay where you are and just be present in the experience. Know that it is a dream, so there's no reason to run, right? And you're face to face with your subconscious right now, so this is a good opportunity to find out what's going on, right? If you can, I would try to interact with the nightmare if you can. Ask it questions, just see what it represents, or even just go up to the nightmare being or whatever is scaring you in the dream and hug it. That's right, just put your arms around the nightmare or whatever is scaring you, and it seems to dissolve into like light sometimes, or it will turn into one of your friends, or everything will just be happy and fine and they'll just start smiling and walk away. It is seriously so unpredictable, but you need to try this if you get lucid in a nightmare. If you have a nightmare that you're not lucid in, obviously you can't really control it when you're in the experience, but when you wake up, make sure to write down the nightmare. Make sure to write down all of your dreams, but especially the nightmares, because this is going to still help you process what's going on from your subconscious mind. This also helps you overcome the fear, because think about it, if someone wakes up and they had a really terrifying nightmare, they're not going to want to think about it. They're going to want to forget about it and just try to move on from it completely. But what if you took time to actually just sit down and write it out and read through it and try to figure out what it means? I like to ask myself when I'm reading through my dream journal, if I was a director of a movie and this was the scene that I was directing, what would this represent to me on a symbolic level? Usually the first thing you come up with is most likely what it means, because all the symbols in your dream are related to you and your own psyche. Like if someone dreams of a cat, say they are terrified of cats, that's a nightmare for that person. But if someone else dreams of cats and they love cats, then that isn't a nightmare. As you can see, it's the same symbol with two different dreams, meaning two different things. So the meanings and symbols that you see in your dreams are personalized to you. So think about your emotional attachment to the things that are showing up in your nightmare, or really any dream perhaps. This is also why you can't really rely on someone else to decipher your dreams for you, because only you know the symbols and what they mean to you, or your emotional response to those symbols, or your connection to those symbols or messages. I'm sure you see where I'm going with this. Point is, make sure to write them down and still become aware of the nightmare. This is your way that you can become aware of the nightmare, even if you're not lucid. It's just writing it down and looking for the symbols in it and what it could mean to you. Now let's go through 4 main pros of working with your nightmares. You can face subconscious and emotional trauma to resolve it. The amazing thing about dream work is you're face to face with your subconscious. You can ask your subconscious to bring out any part of your psyche and you'll be able to see it right in front of you. If there's something you want to get better at, even if it's emotionally, or if there's something you want to resolve or get rid of, if there's some sort of change, mental change, emotional change, something that you want to create in your life, then you can definitely do that through your dreams. And in so many studies, it shows that lucid dreaming really does help with depression, anxiety, insomnia, and even some psychosis disorders as well. I mean, it's working with our own mind, so of course it has a super powerful impact. You can problem solve waking issues with your subconscious. If there's something you need to talk about, if there's something you need to resolve, if there's something you just need to work through, you can absolutely do that in your lucid dreams. And you can also do that in your nightmares, and your nightmares will also probably help you with that in the same way that regular lucid dreams can. But nightmares, if you're dealing with something in that moment, then the nightmares will just already have it right in front of you on a silver platter for you to work on. And if you get lucid in a regular dream and you want to problem solve with your subconscious, just call it to the sky and ask, and you'll know exactly what to do from there, trust me. You can talk to your nightmare figure and turn the dream into love. Now that I think of it, I can't really think of one single dream where the nightmare was still trying to chase me or scare me after I confronted it and tried to be its friend. It's very important to try to befriend the nightmare, ask it questions, just come at the nightmare with a childlike curiosity, with so much love and acceptance. See it as like a younger you or something. Because it is a part of your mind, it absolutely could be a younger version of you. And I have definitely encountered my inner child in some nightmares, so it is good to ask the nightmare what it represents and what it means. My favorite thing to do along with asking the nightmare questions is just going up to the nightmare figure, if there is one, and hugging it, showing it so much love and acceptance, and just feeling really happy and positive overall. Your feelings in the moment will transmute through the whole entire dream, and it's seriously so crazy to experience. Obviously, your mind is different, so things will happen in their own way, but I can tell you that it's going to be amazing, and I would definitely recommend doing this. And even if there's not a nightmare figure in your dream, just try to feel so much love and happiness and acceptance in that moment for everything, and it will still send the same energy out to the dream. You can understand and banish deep issues or worries that you didn't know existed. Even if you're feeling great and you're feeling super happy and positive and everything's going well in your life, you can still go into the lucid dream and just ask your subconscious to show you anything that you could resolve or anything that you could do that would make you a better person, not only for yourself, but for others in your life as well. This is an amazing avenue for doing self-work, and it's amazing when you can do this lucid because you actually get to interact with it, ask the questions that you want to ask consciously, and then if you've been writing your dreams down, you'll remember it when you wake up and can write it down after. Then you can build up a super cool library of all of your dream journals like I have. And I definitely recommend doing that because it's the coolest thing to just have like a wall of all of your dream journals dated with all the years up until now. It's great. 10 out of 10 recommend. But I hope this helped you feel a little bit better about nightmares. I purposefully induce nightmares because they are an amazing opportunity to work on myself and to see how I can grow and expand in this lifetime so I can help others do the same. If you guys have any questions at all, definitely leave them down below and I will get back to you. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to check out my 40-part lucid dreaming video course if you want to know how to lucid dream in 30 days or less. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'm sending you endless love and endless lucidity.